Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. All right, today is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. We had a wonderful weekend, a wonderful weekend. It's been a busy little weekend, but very thankful for it. The weather's turned a little bit warmer, thank goodness. I know winter is still here, but it's at least showing that glimmer of like hope that it's gonna be a smidgen warmer. So I'm good for that. So this weekend I went and ordered groceries and picked them up. We've been eating out of our freezers and pantries. I'm okay with that. We still could do that. The kids were like, Mom, I'm feeling like I need some veggies and fruit. I'm like, I hear you. So you do what you can do. When you've got, if you can go ahead and do it, get it. But instead of run every time, be creative with your meal. So we went shopping. Let me show you what we got from our grocery haul pickup. All right, this is our first grocery haul that we've done from Sam's and Walmart in a long time here. So this is what I got. I had to stock up on a lot of household stuff as well. This is definitely gonna be over 2 to 3 weeks worth of food because I still have some staples and freezer stuff. So we got a big giant thing of paper towels because we were out, so that works. Big thing of paper plates. Got some croissants because we're gonna make some things with this here this next week. You'll see these pans. You guys want to know where I get my big pans for my oven? Right here from Sam's Club. These are commercial quality pans. They're amazing. They work really good in your oven. I've had them forever and ever and ever. I bought some just at like TJ Maxx and just does not compare to these ones. So get yourself some of these. They're really cheap there. So this is gonna be mixed Walmart and Sam's because we put them that way. This is Walmart. Got 3 things of bread. We're gonna be freezing some. Got some Greek style pita bread. I got 2 of those. We got 1 package of hamburger buns because I already had some, and hot dog buns. And then let's just go right here. 3 eggs. Apple juice. We got some cucumbers, spaghetti because I was out in my pantry. I got 2 of these rotisserie chicken. You couldn't actually order those online, so I had to go in the store and get them because I know they can't keep them warm when you're checking it. But these are like $5 for a lot of chicken, so it's cheaper than buying a whole chicken and cooking it. Tomatoes, popcorn Greg likes, got some grapes, mushrooms. I got some new allergy pills. Gonna try these. My doctor recommended switching them up a little bit. I was doing the cetrazine, so we're gonna try the Allegra ones. And then we got 2 big cucumbers. We got some organic lettuce. We got some carrots, big spinach, the mini potatoes. Remember the kids were eating those and loving those, so I got a small bag. Celery, big giant romaine hearts. We got 2 bags. I thought there was 3. 2 things of salad. Mild peppers, we got a green onion, got lots of bananas. At Walmart you have to type in like individually, so I think I put 45 bananas, but then there is a bunch over there from Sam's Club still. So it's birthday week, so we have a lot of birthday stuff as well. Mushrooms, part of the veggies. We've got vanilla pudding, there's some brownie mix, granola for a freezer meal, chocolate sandwich cookies for a recipe for birthday. We got freezer bags, and like I said, bananas. So we got bananas here, and then I got a big bag of onions. Got kitty food and dog food. I had to laugh. I was looking and it said, this is shipped to your house. I ordered this. I don't know why I must have got hit accidentally. So they shipped me the cheddar cheese in a can instead of picking up at the store. All right, we got dog treats. Maxine smells them already. We got her busy bones right here. We got Ruby some. Sweet potatoes, I got a couple bags of those. We just needed like 1 almond milk. I got a whipping cream. Got this because it's my favorite. Got some turkey lunch meat for Greg. Whipped topping, sour cream. I got 1 of these. They didn't have the other one. They said they were out of, and I needed printer ink. We got some maraschino cherries. These are for recipes. We're out of mustard. Soy sauce. This they replaced for the store brand. All right, so we needed baked beans for a recipe. I was out of this. I got some canned fruit. We're gonna make something with this for breakfast freezer meals, and I needed some sweetened condensed milk for a recipe. I got the Ortega because I know this is good. I'm gonna try mixing it with the really spicy stuff that I have and see if that suffices. Trash bags here because we are gonna be out. I just got 1 thing of butter here. Got some biscuits for a freezer recipe meal that we're gonna do. I never buy this, haven't bought these since my older set was little. So we got these, we're gonna be doing a recipe with these coming up. I got 3 things of vanilla yogurt. We like to make our own yogurt, but these are gonna be for freezer meals. It's cheap, it's like $1.50 a container. It's already made and tastes good. And then we got some triple berries right here, freezer ones, and whole strawberries. I got 2 things of mixed vegetables, the California style vegetable mix. And this is for birthday, for Madeline's birthday. I got lemonade for my birthday because I like lemonade. Got lemonade for the kids. And then we got some bread. Look, it's like baked with love. So we got some Texas toast for freezer meals, 6 loaves of regular, and I got some milk here. And it looks like this one has got a little bit of a leak here. I don't know where it's at, so I'm gonna have to check that out. So we got all those for us. This will definitely make things like I smell it for the next few weeks. This is like birthday haul and food just because we haven't gone shopping in a long time. So let's go see what we're gonna do with this. Now, these are going to be groceries for a few weeks for us, obviously. Last month I really didn't go shopping except the big giant discount store. I picked up a few things in between, but not like a huge once a month shopping haul. And so this time I went and I'm like, I didn't want to do a huge plan of food just yet because we still have freezer things to eat up and I'm okay with that, but I wanted to come up with a few extras just to kind of give variety to our foods for the month. So this week we have birthdays. We have 3 birthday celebrations this week, I know. So I sat down, I made out a list before I went shopping, and I wrote out meals for at least 2 weeks worth of dinners. And so I've got those on here. I'll show you those when we do them for the week and that at the end of the week. But did that, planned out a couple desserts, planned out some birthday treats because that's always something special. So then we don't always have to go out and get something, which is always a positive. And then I'm like, I got a lot of veggies and things, and I'm like, okay, we need to do some meal prep here and share that with you guys. So when I get all my fresh produce and all that stuff and a lot of my meats and stuff like that, I like to prepare it beforehand because it helps on time later during the week. If you can kind of meal prep and get things together, that's great. I was looking at my list, the things that I'm planning out this week, there's not a lot of like things to do. Like we are gonna do spaghetti and meatballs. That's an easy thing to do. Salad and bread. That's easy. That's not a whole lot of work to do. Another day we're gonna do biscuits with barbecue sauce and meat and cheese and do some of those good potatoes, those mini ones we got before. Remember with the olive oil on that? That's gonna be easy to prepare. Not a whole lot of prep. I've already got my meat cooked. It's been in the freezer since about a month ago when we got meat. Then we're gonna do chicken gyros and pizza on open face sandwiches. That's again easy. Chicken's already cooked. It's all good. That would just be chopping some veggies, but that won't take that long to do. And then we have another birthday, so we're gonna do pizza rolls. I know, winter, probably throw some veggies in there. I know we will, veggies and fruit, we do that day. And then we're gonna do some brats, and we're gonna make some baked beans and have macaroni salad. And then the weekend we're gonna be going away for a birthday, so we get to take macaroni salad to that one. So I'm like, that'll be an easy week of food preps. There's not a whole lot. It's mostly I've got those rotisserie chickens. I'm gonna make some fruity chicken salad for us to make sandwiches for the week. So that'll be easy putting it together. And then Greg has requested I make some banana pudding. I haven't made banana pudding in a long time. And so I planned out, I'll do banana pudding. And then I'm like, okay, I've got the pudding thing, let's make some more. So I got stuff for dirt cups for the kids. I'll probably freeze that one because we don't really need that this week because we do have the birthday stuff this week. So we're gonna make that, and Greg also asked for brownies. So I'm making brownies and freeze those. And then I thought I would do some homemade hummus just to have for the week. It'll be easy to put together. So I've got, hold on one second. So one of my friends, Sylvia, she asked me on one of my things if I would do a video of how to store the foods and how long I can store them for. So today when I'm doing my fruits and veggies, those I'll wash and cut up, and I'll show you how those will kind of last all week. Now certain things that you cut up earlier, they're going to go bad before the other things. Like your veggies, like I have cucumbers, that's going to go bad before my carrots do and my celery do. So we like to eat those up beforehand. We got some fresh fruit, some strawberries and blueberries and grapes. Those are going to kind of go bad at the end of the week. So we're going to eat those up first, and at the end of the week we'll have our apples and our oranges because those will last a lot longer that way. And then she asked about freezer meals and things. Freezer meals you can freeze forever. People say, oh, it's only 3 weeks or 4 weeks. No, these like pasta dishes, like lasagna is fine, but like if you have like individual pasta, that doesn't last very long in the freezer past like a month. But you can put like, I have freezer meals in there. I have Janita's rice. Remember the what was it, the chicken rice black bean one? I have that in there from like 3-4 months ago. Oh yeah, a long time ago, and it's fine. It'll be fine. I'll heat up in the pressure cooker. It won't even be like it missed a beat. You can even freeze meats. People say, oh, it's only 3 to 6 months. If you have a meat in there for a year, heat it up in your pressure cooker or slow cooker, and it'll be nice and tender. It's not gonna be bad. It is frozen solid. You can freeze things for a long, long time. Don't worry about that. If you have pastries and treats, like last week we did some baking. I had pumpkin cookies, which were so good, but we have so many treats, so I just put those in the freezer. They'll last in there for the month. You can even like pastry, baked goods about a month in the freezer. After that, they're kind of like, just because they're lighter and denser, those will kind of go bad. But again, if you want them more fresh, eat them. But if you don't, you put them in your freezer and that's all you have, guess what? You can heat them up and they will be fine too. We've had cakes that we had in the freezer, and then I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that. And it was like 2 months. they're fine. They might be a little bit dry. They're not going to be as good, but then you make it with like pudding on it or something. You can always stretch things to make them go. So we're going to do some of that too. Like I did my cake pops and things like that last week. Well, they need to go in the freezer because they're not getting all eat up and we have more treats. So I'm going to put those in a container and freeze those. They'll be in there for the month. We just pulled out the peanut butter balls that we made at Christmas time. It is now February and they were fine. We just pulled them out of the freezer, chopped them up and ate them. And they were really good. Chopped them up because we split them because there's only a few left. So things like that will go a long time that way. So Sylvia, thank you for asking and I hope that answers your question. Remember, if you guys ever got any questions about things, leave them in the comment section below. Usually I'll do a video on them, I'll screenshot and get to it eventually. And if I forget, please leave it again. Don't feel like you're being a burden. Leave it again and I'll answer that question again. So let's get into doing our food. The first thing we're gonna do is make some hard-boiled eggs for the week. So I'm gonna get these going in the pressure cooker. Those will be great all week long. You can have those in your refrigerator for about a week. Seems like 5 days is about the max, maybe sometimes a week. It just depends on how cold your refrigerator is. If you open up your container and it stinks, oh, you know when it's bad. So then you don't eat. It's got that nice sour smell. Oh yeah, gross. But you'll know they'll go bad. So that we have those done. And then I'm gonna take those rotisserie chickens that I had. Remember those I had? I'm gonna separate all of that. Now this is a whole lot easier when the chicken is warm. I just did not have time to do that when I got it. So separate that. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes for me to pull all this meat off. We have great chicken here for recipes. We're gonna make some fruity chicken salad. It's gonna be really, really good with this. All right, the first thing I'm gonna mix up is chicken salad because it's easy and the chicken is done. So I'm gonna put my chicken in here. I'm gonna chop up some celery. We like grapes in ours and I like green onions. And I actually forgot to order, but thankfully I had sliced almonds in the pantry. So those are good. We do that with Miracle Whip. Mix it up, it is delicious. We've got croissants to serve it on. Love fruity chicken salad. It's also good with like mandarin oranges, canned mandarin oranges. Oh, so good. So let's chop up this stuff. I've already washed my vegetables. I'm just gonna chop them up. Delicious. Now, I did not add that much Miracle Whip to it. We used to make it with a lot more Miracle Whip, but I find the less is better. And just, I added some garlic pepper. seasoning to it too. Delicious, favorite, all good. So we'll have this, then show you what I got. Croissants here I got. We will be slicing these in half and then putting the fruity chicken salad on top and eating for lunch. Really easy lunch, and it's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna have to have another bite. So good. And then my celery, I threw some in the trash, and I'm like, I've got a pot of chicken pieces over there that I'm cooking the chicken carcass to make chicken broth with. So I put an onion in there, and I didn't want to chop up celery, but hello, so I threw some in the trash, and I'm like, wait a minute, the broth. So it's over there, simmering away. We're gonna have some good homemade chicken stock, so done. The rest of this chicken I'm gonna put in containers here. My cupboard open over there. Let's just go like that. You don't even see that it's open. I'm gonna put chicken in here. I'm gonna take one and freeze it. The other one I'm gonna put in the refrigerator because we are gonna use it for different things during the week. So I'm gonna make chicken gyros without like chicken breast, or I'm gonna use this chicken for that. And so that's gonna be in a few days for my birthday dinner. But for that, I'm gonna put the rest in here and freeze it, and this will be good. Just thaw it when I need it. All right, the next thing I gotta do is I gotta make sure I'm saving these strawberries for Madeline's birthday. So I'm like, what's the best way to store them? They probably could stay good in here, but I'm gonna put them inside my container right here, and then I just have to check them. Don't wash them. If you need strawberries to last for a while, don't wash them. Keep them their natural way. It's best to leave it like in a single layer container, but this will work. It'll keep all the moisture out away from it. So I'm gonna pour this in here and put this back in my refrigerator, hide it until her birthday. All right, there's two in here that are kind of starting to go yucky, so I'm gonna keep those out. Kind of like when they say one bad apple spoils a whole bunch, it's kind of the same thing with strawberries. So I'm gonna check these this weekend, make sure that they stay good, but these are gonna be a good way to keep them nice until like a few more days from now. I've got a little bit of green peppers here. I'm just gonna chop these, or green onions. These are not green peppers, these are green onions. I've got some green onions chopped up. I'm gonna put them in a little container and put them in the refrigerator to see them. If I just put this in the refrigerator, these are gonna go wilty and bad. I'm not gonna touch them, but if they're already chopped up, I'm more than likely gonna grab them to put in something. So let's just chop them. Then none of these go to waste. I can put them on top of salads or anything I want this week. All right, I washed all those grapes I have here. I have one more container in the refrigerator, the one from Sam's, because those look a little bit better and those will last longer. So I'm gonna put these in a bowl to eat today, and I'm also gonna take some and put it inside a Ziploc bag here. Actually put thick napkins in here, paper towels, to absorb the rest of the liquid. These will go in the refrigerator so they last for a few days. Now last time I did this, I pulled them all off the stem because we were having guests here, and it's a whole lot easier to put on a platter when you've got them out individually versus right on the stem. But it's just my kids, they can pull these off. So I just cut them so they could grab a bunch easily when they want to snack it up. These we'll put in the refrigerator just to keep out, like maybe in a few days from now, pull those out and eat those. So these are gonna sit out to be eaten today. All right, we're mixing around. We're going through, I feel like on my veggies, I'm not gonna chop up my onions and peppers because I don't have that much to do this week. When I go to make it, I'll just chop those up. So those in the refrigerator, I'll show you what everything looks like when I'm done. But I'm gonna start on some of the desserts now. So I'm gonna make banana pudding. I wanted to have that. I haven't made that in a long time. My girlfriend was here and she brought some, and I was like, that is so good. So I need to make that today. So I'm gonna mix mine up. This is a no bake banana pudding, really easy with vanilla wafers and bananas. So I'm gonna mix it all in the mixing bowl, put the recipe on the screen. So let me share with you the don'ts to doing this recipe. You want your Cool Whip to be thawed. If it's not, it's gonna be a little bit harder to mix it in. No big deal. I'm just gonna have to mix this, let it sit for a minute, and then come back to stirring it again. But the best is to let it thaw. I just put my Cool Whip in the freezer, not thinking I'm gonna be making this the next day. So just keep whipping it. Eventually it gets mixed in there. So this looks great, one of those trifle bowls. Don't have one, I need to go get one, but I'm gonna put it in a 9x13 pan. That will be easy. So if you're making this dessert for a party or something, get 2 bags of vanilla wafers so that you're ensured perfectly round vanilla wafers. I'm obviously using this first, so I started filling on the one side, and then I'm like, let me do the other side just in case the middle doesn't have enough. So whenever you're layering stuff, you're always like, do I have enough? So, but it's fine, it'll be fine for us. Cover this plastic wrap. We got banana pudding all layered. That's gonna be delicious, delicious dessert. All right, I got stuff going on everywhere. I'm doing some breakfast meal prep, which you guys can see that in another video. And I got tons of dishes going everywhere, so there's a mess. I'm trying to hone in right here. I should really zoom in, but we want to show you real life and what everything looks like. So I'm gonna make a dirt cup pudding, and I'm actually gonna put this in the freezer because we have the banana. We still have some treats from last week, but it'll be an easy thing to freeze. So I just took in my food processor and ground up some Oreo cookies, fakey ones. So I'm gonna put half of that in the bottom of this pan. And in my mixing bowl, I'm gonna do a package of pudding, chocolate pudding, 2 cups of milk, and the rest of the Cool Whip. Easy, mix it up, put it in the middle, put the topping of this on top. If you got gummy worms, put those in, kids love them. Dirt cup, dirt cake, dirt cupcakes, anything you wanna have, kids like it. Again, do as I say, not as I do. Frozen Cool Whip is gonna be a little bit harder to mix in, so give it a few minutes and then mix it in. But this is really good. We used to make this all the time with the kids. We'll make dirt cupcake. It's good. You can put gummy worms in it. They love that, but we're just gonna do this, and then it freezes really well too. So, all right, mix, mix, mix. Use those muscles. It's like the only workout. All right, let's pour this in the pan. Put the dirt on the top. Right, the next thing I'm gonna mix up is some homemade hummus. We have a lot of like good little like scooping chips and things like that I can use, and I thought we can make some hummus instead of having to buy it. So I have chickpeas here. I had dried ones and froze them. So these have been in my freezer. I took them out and thawed them. And we make ours with either peanut butter or tahini. I don't usually have tahini because tahini is usually very, very, very expensive. Like I remember getting one down here one time. It was like a big jar for like $9. You will have it for an existence of life unless you use it for other things. And so, because you literally just use a couple tablespoons of it. It looks kind of gross. It's ground up sesame seeds, but it smells like it. So if you don't have this, just use peanut butter. We use peanut butter forever, but I do have tahini, so I'm gonna make that. So I'm gonna put it all in my food processor and mix it up, and then we can just keep it in the refrigerator and serve it with any kind of like pita chips. All right, homemade hummus right here, very good. I had actually added a little bit of garlic pepper that I had. It's delicious. So put this in the refrigerator, serve it with your veggies or any kind of crackers for dipping. All right, so I'm almost getting done here. I'm gonna make up some brownies for Greg because he likes this. So I'm cooking some bacon in the oven over here. I gotta get my chicken stock too, but that's gonna be from a freezer meal, but it is part of my weekly prep, so we have some bacon for breakfast. So cooking 15, look at all that, that's 15 pounds of bacon. It's not even, actually it's not even done, there's still more. Awful lot of bacon, oh my goodness. That was like the loaves and fishes were multiplied. So bacon's almost done, then we'll cook brownies in the oven. So I'll have chocolatey brown bacon, that sounds good. So I'm gonna mix these up real quick in here. right, here is the chicken stock, all made, ready to go. It's just from leftover carcass. Now, the first one I didn't save all of it. That was just one carcass. One carcass made 3 quarts of chicken broth. So that was really good. I just threw the other one away and I was like, ah, chicken broth. Live and learn. Save it, cook it, stir it down, then I threw the rest in the trash. And then you've got some good bone broth. Now, when you go to freeze this, don't fill up all the way because it's gonna obviously expand and it'll explode in your jar. So put these in your freezer. You got homemade chicken stock. Delicious. All right, we've had a great day of getting things done. Let me show you what I ended up with here. I'm still waiting on the bacon in the oven. Look at all this bacon I cooked up. I didn't show all of this, but this is part of me doing a freezer meal. So this is a lot of bacon, and I still have some in the oven here. So we're almost there. These are gonna be for dinner tonight. I pulled out some marinara sauce I had in the freezer, tomato sauce. I'm gonna make a little spaghetti sauce here. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so in my freezers, I've got this going on here. Just got some fruit here that we make smoothies. I put the spinach in here. I'm gonna let the whole bag just freeze solid. I will use it for recipes. It's just, I've got it on hand now. This bread is gonna kind of freezer burned out. Breads don't last for a month in the freezer. They'll kind of get yucky, but I'm gonna be making some stuffing. Hopefully this week, so or maybe next week. So that's in there for that. There's a couple end pieces in the bottom here for that as well. We've got over here, we've got our milks up there. We've got my containers came today that are like this, so I can have some more. All my food's in here. It's really hard to tell what's in there, but I know what's in there. I was like, oh, that's gonna be hard to see through, but that's okay. We got them in there. I've got all my foods in here. I've got my salads back there. Again, I know what's in these. It's going to be hard to see. Look at kids just sandwiches. Look what they did. All right, I just fixed that. Put the bread down here for the kids. All right, we got stuff here. We got our grapes there. We cut up. This is still leftover food, so there's my just some leftovers in there. So this is good. Got the veggies in the drawer. We'll be using that up. And here I've got our dessert. We've got cupcakes still from last week. We'll be eating those up as well. Egg cups. I've got Maddie's birthday stuff with a sign, do not eat. This is applesauce out here. Got my eggs, and I got our fruit to use up right here. This, I've got some freezer meals to do here, so that's enough for that. In my freezers here, so this is all of our ground meat here all cooked up. Here's some meatballs. These are still freezer meals over here, so I kind of put these here. There's like 6 things I need to use up for sure. They've been in there for about 2-3 months. They'll be fine. Here's all our breads. These last about a month, and then you want to kind of get rid of them. There's even some donuts here that we got from a bakery, so they're going to be in there. They'll be good as long as you heat them up when you go to cook them. There's our little mixture back there, the pudding one. Here's all my fruit and veggies. I refilled these. Corn dogs were in a big giant box, so I put them in here. If you look at the box that they're in, they're no different than this container right here. So these are in here. I've got 2 in there. Those will be easy to get to. I had to repackage my hamburgers because they were all over the place. I got cookies there, all our treats, ice creams, and meats at the bottom. And then these are just some buns. Those are Evan's. I got popcorn here. I put our extra breads in here, stuff, and I put my stuff right there. Looking good. We got lots and lots of food. So I am getting my day going well. I got to take a little bit of a break here, and I got to go do a meeting real quick, and then I'll come back. Hopefully the bacon will be done and my brownies will go in the oven, and then my day will be complete. Dinner will be easy. I just pulled out enough meatballs for everybody to eat a few. I'm making small versions, people, small versions. So we'll get there. All right, I'm gonna go take a break for a minute. I'll see you in a second. Look at all this bacon. That is a lot of bacon over here. Finished cooking, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's usually, I think when I start doing it, I start packaging it up, and so, or I use it up and start making food. I didn't today. I'm like, that's 15 pounds of bacon. That's a lot of bacon there. So delicious. So I'm gonna put some of these in Ziploc bags, put them in the freezer. When we go to eat them for breakfast, we just take them out of the freezer and put them in the microwave or the air fryer. Easy way to use up that. And then I made this for lunch, chicken salad croissant. So good. These are avocado oil and vinegar chips. I don't like salt and vinegar chips at all, but they're good. They taste more like a lime chip. So I'm having this for lunch and put my bacon in a bag. The brownies are done. Yes, had to sample them. See how they're more cake-like? That's what happens when you use the applesauce. So it's a little bit thicker. Delicious. These are so good. So delicious. All right, so I've got everything done. The only thing I'm doing is my spaghetti sauce, which you guys have seen me make spaghetti sauce 1,000 times over. I put a jar of marinara sauce because that's what I had used up. I had 1 container of tomato sauce from my freezer, so it's thawing in there. It's just meatballs, that's all. And then I'm gonna put some basil, oregano, onion, garlic, a little bit of sugar, maybe salt if I need it. That's it, and boiled pasta noodles. And then we've got this bread right here that we're gonna have. And I've got some already prepackaged salad we're gonna pull out and have that tonight for dinner. It's gonna be delicious. All right, so we are done. Oh my goodness, it seems like a long day, but we're doing great. So for those of you that are still watching, you're probably long time watchers. So I want to share with you something exciting, because the ones maybe in the beginning that might not watch the whole video might not get too excited about this, but I'm excited. So I have a homeschool curriculum. If you guys don't know that, most of you do. I offer it free. You can go to my blog below. It's plainandnotsoplain.com. I have a free curriculum for anybody that wants to homeschool, so that you can homeschool regardless of your financial situation or your resources that you have in life. And so I have found over homeschooling my kids for a long time that a lot of school stuff is repetition, and I've learned that buying those expensive curriculums, like, you may think they're good, but it is a whole lot of excess money that probably doesn't need to be spent. They are good, but you gotta pick what's important in your family's life. And so if it's hard to put food on the table, or you're deciding between buying this, you know, having enough food and doing homeschooling, and you choose to do the food and skip the homeschooling, I don't want that to be an option or have to be a worry in your life. So I give it for free. You don't have to join my blog. You don't have to do anything. It's just free. You can get the papers, you can download them all, print them off, get a cheap printer, print them all off. You have school for the entire year for your kids, and they will pass the state test. A very basic test that they do, a state standardized test at the end of the year. So it covers just the basics. I do, I always say it's the math, the English, the reading, and the writing. And so simple and easy. And spelling in there too. There's spelling. That's part of the English, right? Yes. And so you can also buy them on Amazon if you want, in a book form, but still a cheap thing. I had to put it at a low minimum that Amazon would allow me to sell it for. It's still pretty cheap that you can buy for the entire year, but you can just go download it for free if you can't pay anything. That's totally fine with me. It's all there. So that's been something I've been doing for a long time. The Lord put it on my heart a long time to do, and I've been doing it forever and very thankful for it. Well, Practical Homeschooling, if you guys don't know who that is, Practical Homeschooling is a magazine, and they for homeschoolers. And so I have been nominated. I've been nominated for an award for in my category. I do a home economics course, and they nominated me for a few years ago. I got a couple different runners up, and then last year I tied for first. And so on my blog here, I got my Practical Homeschooling Reader Award right here. So this is my blog. These are actually the courses that they for the home economics course. So this year I have been nominated again. And so the last few years, the email has gone to my spam folder, and I had no idea. Like, she sent me a message last year, and she's like, "You won." And I'm like, "I won?" And I'm like, "I didn't even know I was nominated." And so I was sure to check my spam this year, and so just saw her email. I was like, oh, I'm glad. And so normally I don't even ask my viewers to vote, or if they want to vote, because I didn't realize it was even going on. But for a lot of you that do use it, you can go over there and vote. It's all based on readers and actual people that use this curriculum, not just like the people that write the curriculum. And so it's kind of good because it's all on the readers, they call it Reader's Choice Awards. And so you can go and just go vote, and you can choose. I mean, even if you use other curriculum, like, it's got every category, I like scroll through, I'm like, there is so much. Mine's under consumer science, all the way at the bottom of the ballot. But you can go through and choose preschool, all those things. So if any of you use my curriculum and think it is good, please go. I'll leave that below, and you just go, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to do this. Go over there and click, and then vote. You just put your name and email address in, and you vote for which ones you like. And that helps me out, because you know what, the more people that learn about my curriculum, that helps me out as well. And so then it can just get spread out to more families that can't afford homeschooling. So very thankful. Mary Pride's awesome. She's been so good. A long time ago I advertised in her magazine when I first started out, before I blogged, and I was like, that's a big step. And so just a great little homeschooling magazine. So I'll leave that below for you guys if you want to get that, and you know, if you want to help support, I'll leave that link below if you guys want to help support my channel. So, all right, this mama is gonna go. All right, my freezer's all organized, pantry's organized. I feel I didn't show you that, but it's organized. So, refrigerators are ready for the week. We are set for food for a while. but at least I have the prep done that I wanted to get done. So I feel good. Do you feel good? There's some prep you can do in your life. We're gonna have a busy week this week, and we'll bring you along to all the activities. We got birthdays. We got a couple birthdays coming up this week. Actually, I got 3 birthdays coming up this week, but we'll share 2 birthdays with you. So thank you guys for watching and always sharing, commenting, and all the good stuff you guys do. I'm very much appreciative of you. And so you have a fantastic, I mean fantastic, not just a little bit, like let's go beyond like just having a good day or like a okay day. Let's go have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic day, because it doesn't matter what's going on around you. Like that doesn't matter, because it's a mess, right? You can have that peace inside of you, and you can have that joy that goes, okay, I'm gonna have a good day today, no matter what. So go have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again tomorrow with another video. Okay, have a great day. We'll see ya. Bye. For those of you that want to stay, I'm going to read our book of Psalm for the day. Psalm 31, a psalm of complaint and of praise. Do you like that? Complaint and praise. Let's see how David complains and praises. In you, O Lord, I have placed my trust and taken refuge. Let me never be ashamed. In your righteousness, rescue me. Incline your ear to me, deliver me quickly. Be my rock of refuge and a strong fortress to save me. Yes, you are my rock and my fortress. For your name's sake, you will lead me and guide me. You will draw me out of the net that they have secretly laid for me. For you are my strength and my stronghold. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Lord, the God of truth and faithfulness. I hate those who pay regard to vain, empty, worthless idols, but I trust in the Lord and rely on him with unwavering confidence. I will rejoice and be glad in your steadfast love. Because you have seen my affliction, you have taken note of my life's distresses, and you have not given me into the hand of the enemy. You have set my feet in a broad place. Be gracious and compassionate to me, O Lord, for I am troubled. My eye is clouded and weakened by grief, my soul and my body also, for my life is spent with sorrow, and my years with sighing. My strength has failed because of my iniquity, and even my body has wasted away. Because of all my enemies, I have become a reproach and disgrace, especially to my neighbors, and an object of dread to my acquaintances. Those who see me on the streets run from me. I am forgotten like a dead man out of mind. I am like a broken vessel, for I have heard the slander and whisperings of many. Terror is on every side. While they schemed together against me, they plotted to take away my life. But as for me, I trust confidently in you and your greatness, O Lord. I said, you are my God. My times are in your hands. Rescue me from the hand of my enemies and from those who pursue and persecute me. Make your face shine upon your servant. Save me in your loving kindness. Let me not be put to shame, O Lord, for I call on you. Let the wicked, godless be put to shame. Let them be silent in Sheol, the netherworld, the place of the dead. Let the lying lips be mute, which speak insolent and arrogantly against the consistently righteous with pride and contempt. How great is your goodness, which you have stored up for those who reverently fear you, which you have prepared for those who take refuge in you, before the sons of man. In the secret place of your presence, you hide them from the plots and conspiracies of man. You keep them secretly in a shelter pavilion from the strife of tongues. Blessed be the Lord, for he has shown his marvelous favor and loving kindness to me when I was assailed in a besieged city. As for me, I said in my alarm, I am cut off from your eyes. Nevertheless, you heard the voice of my supplications, specific request, when I cried to you for help. Oh, love the Lord, all you, his godly ones. The Lord preserves the faithful, those with moral and spiritual integrity, and fully repays the self-righteous of the arrogant. Be strong and let your hearts take courage, all you who wait for and confidently expect the Lord. Do you confidently expect the Lord? You should. You should definitely do that. Be strong. Let your heart take courage. All right, have a blessed day.